Hello guys, thank you for tuning in. It's Beer Monster O'Clock. And up for the next review, we've got another Czech beer, a Czech Pilsner. And so far, I've been absolutely loving this style of beer. Not Pilsner as such, but Czech Pilsners. They seem to be absolutely banging, spot on, like amazing. For my taste anyway. Like the Budvar and like the Pilsner Urquell, both Czech Pilsners, both absolutely brilliant beers. In particular for me, the Pilsner Urquell, I absolutely love that. Staropramen is also a very good Czech Pilsner, but the one I reviewed was skunked, unfortunately. So I'm not really going to judge that until I try it again out of a can. Anyway, enough about them. This one is just called Czech Pilsner Lager. It's from M&S. It's their version of a Czech Pilsner, but it is actually brewed in the Czech Republic, because I have checked the bottle, because I wouldn't have even brought it if it wasn't. This one is 5% ABV, so it's on the stronger side for a Pilsner, and it's actually brewed for Marks and Spencer by the Bohemia Regent Brewery, who are based in Czech Republic, I believe. I'm not sure how big of a brewery it is out there, but I do know that it is in Czech Republic, and this beer has been imported from the Czech Republic, so it hasn't been messed about with, thankfully. This cost me £2 in M&S, and it's a 500ml bottle, nice brown bottle. And yeah, let's crack it open, shall we? Oh yeah, it says here, the Regent Brewery is one of the oldest breweries in the world, founded in 1379. So yeah, these boys don't know what they're doing, then they should give up, really, shouldn't they? Because they've been going for a very long time. I just noticed a couple of pussies on the bottle there that couldn't spot them at first. Nice bit of black pussy there for you. Anyway, let's crack it open, shall we? Get the aroma, see what it tastes like, see if we recommend it or not. Oh, there we go. Nice bit of smoking on the opening. Let's get the aroma. Smells good. It smells grassy. It's got that typical Czech Pilsner smell to it, actually. They do definitely have a typical smell about them. Grassy to the extent where it almost slightly reminds me of like when you get that skunky aroma from the green bottles, but it's not that because it's a brown bottle. Yeah, it's like a toned down version of that, but it's a nicer smelling version of that as well. Get a nice citrus in there, like a bit of lemon, some like a peppery sort of spice. Smells pretty good. On that note, let's get it in the glass, shall we? Yeah, if this is anywhere near as good as the other Czech Pilsners I've tried, then I'm in for a nice treat. And it is looking absolutely lovely. Got a decent sized head on there. A nice, brilliant white head with nice compact bubbles, as you can see. It does look rather nice, doesn't it? Lovely carbonation rushing up the glass there. If you can pick that up, I think you can. I'd say it's well carbonated, sort of medium pace to the bubbles for me. Oh, it does look nice. Let's have one more quick whiff. Yeah, it's a slightly more toned down version from what I was getting from the rim. Settled down a bit. Anyway, I'm looking forward to trying this one now. Cheers, guys. Gosh, let's hope it's a good one. It is a good one. First impressions, again, there's something about these Czech Pilsners. They're absolutely spot on banging for me. They absolutely blow all of our lagers, the mass produced stuff that we get here in the UK, out of the water, to the point where I find it hard to drink them now, I think. I really would. Unless I was just like sessioning and, you know, after the first three you don't really care anyway, do you? But the difference in quality for me is just so noticeable. I failed to see how anybody couldn't sort of pick it up, you know. First impressions, as I say, spot on, banging, great stuff. Let's go a bit deeper. Sort of light to medium body. You've got like bready malts in there. You've got like sweet malts in there as well. Bit of lemon. And like biscuity malts. And then you got some kind of grassy hops in there as well, coming through after. It's just lovely stuff, it really is. There's a nice little sweetness in the malts, like the biscuity sort of sweetness in the malts. And in the background, I'm even getting a slight hint of like floral as well. It's well balanced. Good lacing. It's just another cracking beer. It really is. Possibly becoming my favourite when it comes to lagers, these Czech Pilsners, as long as it's actually from the Czech Republic, not brewed in the UK. As long as it's been brewed in the Czech Republic, and you do notice a massive difference. Like people to me, they say they like that, I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, but that Strockbrumen or whatever. How comes you didn't rate it good and things like that? Because I've tried what real Czech Pilsners taste like. That is a real Czech Pilsner, but the version you probably tried is in a green bottle, if it's out of a bottle, which means it's probably been skunked, and it's also been brewed in the UK. Try the real one, the imported one, and you'll notice exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, for me, this has got like a good balance of the sweet malts and hoppy bitterness on the end. They balance together really well. It's kind of like a beautiful, long, medium bitterness on the end. It's just lovely. It's just overall really well made, well balanced, lovely flavours. This is exactly what you're looking for in a lager. It really is. It's sessionable as well. It's 5%, which is on the stronger side for a Pilsner, but it doesn't taste it. I could session that all day long personally, no worries at all. Now, one thing I suppose you're probably going to want to know, if you have watched my other reviews, do I think it's better than Budvar? And do I think it's better than Pilsner Urquell? They're all great. All three of them are fantastic beers in their own right. They really are. I'd quite happily drink either one of the three. They're all really, really good beers. I don't think this is as good as Pilsner Urquell. As lovely as this is, there's just something about the aftertaste on that beer that just really does it for me. Almost in a sexual way, not really. This and Budvar, I'd say this matches up very well with Budvar, which is very good. And I believe I gave that a 9 out of 10. I may be wrong. So I'm going to give this the same because I think it's as good as that. Yeah, so that's how much I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. And one thing this has got over the Budvar is the Budvar come in a green bottle. This is in a brown bottle. So yeah, you don't have to worry about that skunkiness with it, which is nice. But then the Budvar is cheaper because, did I mention, yeah, £2 a bottle this. You know, it's not bad. It's worth it. It's really nice. I do think it's worth a buy for that price because it's a fantastic beer. But you can pick up Budvar probably a little bit cheaper than that. But then you've got the gamble with the green bottle. I mean, you make your own choice, you know what I mean? But I don't know. Ideally, you just get Budvar in a brown bottle, wouldn't you? And it'd be a little bit cheaper. But there you go. They've both got their pros and cons, haven't they? But for me, the Pilsner and Quell is just a little bit better than both of them. If they're a 9, that's, you know, Pilsner and Quell is more of a sort of 9.5 sort of thing for me. I can't remember what I gave it, but the more I keep drinking that, that's one of the few beers that I do drink that I've reviewed, I sort of go back to and drink it quite regularly. I just seem to enjoy it more and more. Oh yeah, oh, lovely. I've reviewed 2 really nice beers today. It makes a nice change to have 2 good ones on the same day. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Please smash that like button if you want to help me out. I would really, really appreciate that. And just thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you for all the support and that you guys give me. I really, really, really do appreciate it. I'm starting to feel a bit better now. So onwards and upwards. Bye-bye, darlings. See you on the next one.